work at it to get there. For this light at the end of the tunnel, how effective can I shorten the tunnel? Can I drop everything and come to you in Perth?
We know there's a similar question was once asked by this actually was a story from Sri Lanka. You know, there was this one man, his wife was a very devout Buddhist, and he just, when he went to the temple only once a year, for Wesak, it's what we call Wesak Buddhist. There's many of them around. So when he went to the temple one day, he heard the priest actually give a talk saying, look, as far as your next birth is concerned, or even enlightenment, it's all down to your last thought. Have you heard that before? So he thought, this is interesting. What should I be thinking at the very end? And the actual priest said, the best thing you can think about at your death is the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, the triple gem. So he asked the priest, that's all I need to do to think about Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, and I get a really nice rebirth? He said, yeah. Great, I don't need to go to the temple anymore. Don't need to keep precepts. I don't need to stop drinking whiskey. I don't need to give any more donations. All I need to do is to make sure before I die I think of Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. So how can I do that? Because he had a shop. And he got a brainwave. Because he had 3 children, 3 boys. So when he got home he renamed them. Eldest boy Buddha, second boy Dhamma, third boy Sangha. Because he knew they'd be at his deathbed. My children always were there when you die. So from that time on, he never went to temple again, never listened to a talk, never gave any charity, never kept any precepts. Don't need it anymore. He needs to do Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha when he died. He was sure, ticket to heaven. And what happened? When he got old, he was dying, and of course his sons were there. By his bedside, he was looking, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, I'm going to heaven. Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, I'm going to heaven. And just before he died, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha are here, I'm going to heaven. Hey, if Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha are here, who's looking after my shop? And that's when he died. So there is no shortcut. So just keep on practicing. After a while, you just want to just meditate and be still and be calm and be kind. When you just got no business anymore with the world's got no more business with you. And then you're out of here.
If my boss does not favor me and has blacklisted me with no chance for promotion because I'm not the type of employee that has good books, what can I do? Feeling quite depressed over the job.
No, you're so lucky. Well done. You can just have a nice easy life in the job you're already doing. Don't ask for promotion. Look, I never wanted to be abbot. Because I was actually having a wonderful life as number 2 monk in my monastery until my abbot fell in love. Oh, that was a terrible day for me. I had to take over. So, if you want to be a boss, you need to have your head examined. It's much nicer being like a little follower, no worries, no problems. So just whatever position you are in the office, if anything, see if you can go down a grade. It's easy. And don't think about money, you never have enough, no matter how much you get.
Okay, I'll give the worldly answer. I have 70 vacancies in my organization. So if you're really looking for a job, including administrative function, but mainly in IT area, can send me your CV. It's angiechu.monksfield@mohh.com.sg. MOHH stands for Ministry of Health Holdings. Okay, or come and see me later.
And if she's an angry boss, you tell me.
Never angry. It's like a 0 turnover. Ajahn Brahm, are you enlightened?
Try and make me angry.
Next question. Ajahn Brahm. Anyway, he's not allowed to answer that, so don't waste your time. I always seem nervous, anxious, upset. What should I do?
What's wrong with being nervous, anxious, nervous, anxious, and upset? Just enjoy it. So when you're nervous and you're anxious and upset, when you don't want to be nervous and anxious and upset, we call that in Buddhism double dukkha. Dukkha is suffering. Double dukkha is I don't want to suffer. So number one, enjoy it. Once you enjoy it, it disappears. Because once you enjoy it, it's like an anger-eating demon. You're giving it love and acceptance. So when you're anxious, just relax. When you're nervous, relax. When you're upset, relax. Do some meditation.
Relax. Dear Ajahn Brahm, I know I shouldn't get angry or frustrated, but every time I encounter an unpleasant situation by showing, and I show assertiveness and anger, I always manage to get things my way. People always pay attention to those who shout or assert themselves.
Only for a time. Because after a while you go shouting at people, so here she goes again. When's she going to shut up? You haven't got your own way because the problem keeps coming back again. That's why you think you have to get angry again to get your own way. And then it doesn't go your way, you get angry again. And in the end, you're going to die a very angry person. You never get your own way, especially when you die. I don't want to die. All your anger won't work then, believe me. So learn to let go a little bit more. And there's other strategies which are far more effective than anger. So try those other strategies. They're far more powerful.
You once said that understanding a person is the first step to not being angry. What happens when you think you've understood him, but does not agree with that person? Doesn't frustration come in?
Well, no, because it's only frustration when you think that you have to agree with other people, and other people have to agree with you. I mean, there's so many different ideas about this world, so many different views and understanding, even like small things. We can see things, in 100 different ways. So the idea is just to allow people to disagree with you. And I used to have, and I always tell them, whenever we have disagreements, when we have friends, the reason we have a friend is that we allow each other to disagree. So I remember with my friends, we used to, in the days before I was a monk, we used to go to the pub, and we used to have these terrible arguments when I was a student, about philosophy, politics, soccer, anything. But we had a rule that whoever won the argument had to buy the next round of drinks. But what it was that we were always going to be friends, because the reason we could have the argument was because we knew our friendship was stronger than any differences. So as a man and woman especially, husband and wife, you're never going to agree on everything. No way. The reason why you love each other is because you allow those disagreements. You say that our love is much greater than our differences. So, you have disagreements, and if you want to know how to solve those disagreements, open the door of your heart book and get to the story of chicken and the duck. Chicken and the duck story. Can I do it?
No.
No.
Please get the book. My sister-in-law is having a problem with her daughter who has turned rebellious and defiant towards her. She's going with a guy for some time against the wishes of her parents. This is the guy who has all the virtues I dislike. I guess they're not virtues. Yet my niece keeps seeing him despite her mother's pleas, and even to the extent she kneels down to beg her to come to her senses. My sister-in-law, who loves her daughter so dearly, is so traumatized and depressed over this that she's contemplating suicide.
Come on.
Your child is not worth dying for.
Sometimes we do love our children so much, but in the end, you have to let your daughter take her choice and do her karma, because you can't control daughters. Once she gets to that age, the more you try and control her, the more she's going to be going out with that boy. You should try reverse psychology. Just go and say, I'm terribly sorry, daughter, it's the most wonderful boy you've ever had, and mother really approves of that boy. See, if mother approves of him, he can't be any good. Try some reverse psychology.